What's up, everybody? That's what it's about. Every life matters. Please believe it. Every life matters, but Black life matters. It's for real. Got a little thing I want to share with everyone. It's called The Reason I Protest. The reason I protest is because that a nation and a world that is divided against each other cannot and will not stand, especially if we all don't have the same selfless agendas with the same focused mindset and then protest with the same purpose at heart and in mind, which is equal justice for all human beings alike and not excluding people of color, which apparently has been happening for many years now, even recently, as you've been seeing. Because Black lives do matter just as well as others. However, the looting and rioting and defacing of other people's businesses and personal properties, whether they are big or small, should never have to be. Because this is not us. This ain't us. Remember, violence begets more violence. Violence and destruction. Peaceful protest and standing together, united in solidarity, is the more productive way that we all should take moving forward. And I must say, there's probably some backlash on this, but I must say that our leaders, talking about our political leaders now, some of the senators, Democrats, Republicans, governors, mayors, even the commander-in-chief himself, the president of this great country that we all call America, has failed the American people in so many ways for so many years, past and present. The American criminal justice system has failed the American people for far too long. And we can sing that a change is going to come. That's all well and good. But right now is the time and season for a major change in our society, in our neighborhoods, in our communities, in our school systems, on our jobs, with equal pay for every working class citizen, and for women straight across the board, and most definitely in our police departments. Lord knows. With all of this police brutality, we need to see police reform and a real change today and not tomorrow. Nor with any lip service, just talking about it, but actually doing something about it. Yeah, we need to do something about this. Police reform. Because if we don't get these things right today and change these things right today, I hate to say it, but there will be no tomorrow to look forward to for any of us. And this change shouldn't just start today and end on tomorrow, but it should also continue on for a lifetime, for as long as we live, not just for us alone, but for our children, for our youths, and for our young adults that's coming along after us. We have moved on. We gotta move on for them. Because at the end of the day, and after all is said and done, and when the smoke has cleared, we should not forget that we are all here on purpose, for a purpose, while we are still living and coexisting here together. And as a plethora of different races, colors, creeds, genders, ages, nationalities, and different religious beliefs, local and abroad, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even though we might not all think the same and even look the same. With the exception, of course, you have a sibling that is, your twins, with that exception. But other than that, we are all created by Jehovah God, whether we're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Pacific Islander, or other. We were made in His very image and after His likeness. And even though He might not like everything that we do, and He doesn't, and especially to one another, the things that we do to one another, even now, in His eyes, there are no big I's and no little U's, because He sees us all the same. period. He sees us all the same in spite of all of our imperfections and flaws. That's why I protest. This is why I protest for equality over brutality and inequality, police brutality. This is why I stand for justice and not for injustice. This is why I protest, because I truly feel that together, if we stand united for a great cause, then we can break through all barriers of hate, racism, violence, corruption, civil rights discrimination, social and economical injustices within our nations. But if we are all divided against each other, we are surely doomed to fall. And that should never have to come into existence for any of us. For any of us. We gotta get this together. We gotta get this right. Dr. King and our ancestral forefathers, they fought and marched. You know, it wasn't in vain, or it shouldn't be in vain. The police brutality has gone too far. The racial hate and racial slurs, they need to stop. The division among the races and among the nations, it needs to stop. I believe that God is trying to get our attention some kind of way. We are destroying ourselves and we are destroying the earth. And that's all I just want to convey to you all. I'm just a nobody. I live in the same world as you. And I just want us all to coexist and try to get along. For our children, for our youth, and for our young adults. They call it the Z generation. They call this generation the Z generation. Z is in zebra. Let's give them hope. All right? Peace and love to you all. All lives matter. But especially remember, does matter.